I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now starting. Welcome to the... Hey everybody, welcome to Off the Vine. I'm your host, Kaitlyn Bristowe, and I was going to say I have one word for you, but I think it's one word hyphenated, maybe. It's Hawk-Tua. Ever heard of it? I even feel silly saying that because I'm sure she's over being the Hawk-Tua girl. She's more than that, and you will learn that on this podcast. I'm really excited to talk to you.
I'm excited to talk to you.
You know when like things happen for you, which I'm sure they've happened a lot, where you're like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. I actually can't believe this is happening because we were at the Zach Bryan concert and...
Okay, so you watched me like bomb that singing up there?
I love that you bombed though, because it's like, who's going to go up and compete with Zach Bryan? Like, you got it.
Scary.
Yeah, it's nerves. Like, you're not a singer.
I'm not a singer.
You're not a singer. So, but my niece, who's 16, was freaking out. And the night before, we were at a comedy show, and my niece goes like this to me, and she goes, Hawk-Tua is behind us. And I was like, she is? And she was like, right behind us. And I look, and it looks exactly like you. And I was like, oh my God, cool. And so at the end of the show, I looked at her, and I was like, and she was like, what? I'm like, are you? And she was like, no, I don't know what you're talking. And I was like, just kidding.
You can't mistake these big teeth.
Yeah. Oh, I have big teeth too. I always call them dinner plates. Yeah. They're like big old dinner plates.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, you just got to lean in. Are you, okay, now be honest. Did you think you had big teeth before, or is it the internet telling you have big teeth?
So I've always knew I had big teeth, but now they're like pointing out like my eye twitch, and they're like, she's got a lazy eye. It's not a lazy eye. It's a twitch.
I get... Every time I go live, there's one lady that knows I'm insecure about my one lazy eye, and she'll come on and be like, what's wrong with your eye? And I'm like, you're just saying that because you know I'm insecure about it. But
they get me too. They're like, why is her bottom lip bigger than her top?
Because
excuse me.
That's called how the human face.
Yeah.
Like, your bottom lip should be bigger than your top lip.
Yeah, I hope so.
And also your eyes are not supposed to be the same, and your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins, and we're not symmetrical people.
I agree.
God, how are you dealing with all of it?
Sometimes I just read them and I'm like, huh, that's pretty funny. How'd they come up with that?
Yeah,
I want to comment back to them so bad, but I'm like, oh, I don't even acknowledge it.
That's good. I feel like, how old are you again?
I'm 21.
Oh, you did the little baby. Like, I was like, I should ask her to go to dinner. And I'm like, she's not going to want to go to dinner with a 40-year-old woman.
That's the easiest way to catch my attention is dinner.
What's your favorite food?
Seafood.
Oh, me too.
You like seafood?
Yeah, I'm obsessed with seafood. And seafood and sushi are my favorite things to eat.
Do you go to Nashville a whole lot?
Where is?
Nashville.
Nashville? Mm-hmm. Oh, I live here.
I'm in Nashville right now.
Yeah. Stop.
I didn't even think I was that far into Nashville. Okay.
What do you mean? Where did you think you were?
I don't know. I thought I was in the boonies or something. Like, normally when you go to Nashville, there's people everywhere, and I'm just out in a nice little neighborhood. I'm like, yeah, we're not out in the big city, you know. I liked it. You gotta go to Juicy Seafood, though.
Oh, shut up. In the Hermitage? Dude, this is so funny that you just said that. I lived around the corner from Juicy Seafood in the Hermitage for 7 years, and I always drove past it and said, who the hell would eat at a place called Juicy Seafood in the Hermitage?
Me?
It's good?
It's so good.
I'm dead. I literally had a joke about that place every time I drove by. I'm like, oh, you want to go to Juicy Seafood? Wait, okay, fine.
Okay, now we gotta make plans to go.
Well, now I'm taking you to dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Full circle moment. Okay, let's just talk about the amount of questions that come in for you. I'm sure you get the same questions all the time. What is the number one question that you get asked and you're like, enough?
Do you actually spit on it?
Do people ask you that?
I've been asked that a few times.
And what's the answer?
It's all in the comments. I'm like... Wouldn't you like to know?
You're like, just because I said it doesn't mean you get to know.
Exactly.
It's
not for you.
Yeah. Ew. Do you have a lot of guys sliding into the DMs just like being full on creeps?
Asking to buy my dirty underwear.
No.
I'm so serious.
No, I believe that actually. I don't know why I act so shocked.
Like, what are they going to do with them?
Smell them?
Ugh.
No, I know somebody, I'm not going to name names, but I know somebody who was dating a guy who they're now married and it's a gay couple, sent him a jock strap in the mail and said, wear this working out and mail it back to me. And that was like their first encounter. And he did. So, I mean, it gets weird out there, but don't do that. But they were dating, so it's a little different.
Well, that's them. They're
still
dating.
Crazy.
That's their business, not just anybody.
You're from like the smallest town ever. What, 780 people?
Yeah, Belfast. It's out in the boonies.
So that's where you grew up, like born, raised
life.
on like land?
Just a little bit of land. It ain't much.
You can't make fun of me because I heard you don't know anything about Canada and I'm Canadian.
I don't know anything about Canada. What do they eat there?
What?
Like, I'm so curious. That's what I
Seafood?
always want to
Juicy
know.
seafood?
Like, when we go to Germany or something, I'm like, what am I going to eat there?
Oh, meat and potatoes.
Potatoes?
Yeah.
I love potatoes.
Well, then you'll love Germany food.
Yeah.
German food. Germany food.
Germany food.
In Canada, we eat all the same things you guys eat. We just have poutine, which is fries, gravy, and cheese curds melted on top.
What is a cheese curd?
Just a hunk of cheese. Yeah,
Ooh,
you'd
that'd
like
be
it.
good. I
You'd
cheese
like it.
too.
If you like places like juicy seafood, the bar is low.
Hey,
I'm gonna take
okay
you.
with that.
I'm gonna take you for some good seafood. But you were raised by your grandmother since you were 9 months old. How did that shape who you are today?
If you can't tell by the accent and the way I talk, I'm like one of the oldest souls you'll ever meet.
Yes.
Like, it's bad, and I don't
That's
even notice
good.
it. But you can ask Chelsea. I talk just like my granny.
You do?
We sound just alike too.
Really? Is she still with us?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
Is she in your social? Do you ever post her on social media?
We're gonna do like a little cooking episode with Granny.
I love that.
She can cook pretty damn good.
What is she gonna cook?
I think fried pork chops. Since everybody's on my ass so bad about pork chops.
Why is everyone on your ass about pork chops?
I guess it's like a poorer meat that nobody else has ever ate. I never thought nothing of it. I love me a pork chop. They're like, what's a pork chop?
Who said that?
All the comments and stuff when I talked about it.
What?
Because I went to LA and I was like, where can I get a pork chop? And they're like, oh, we don't have those here.
You don't have pork. Okay, well then you would like food in Canada. The Alberta, where I grew up, is like their thing is like Alberta beef, and there's the best pork chops. And like the beef, I know is different from pork, but you know what I
So
mean.
you like pork chops?
I love pork chops. Oh, by the way, you can have some rosé.
Thank you.
You like rosé?
I do, and I'm excited to try yours.
I feel like I'm excited to hear your feedback on it.
You shit on barefoot. You shit on barefoot.
I hope so.
That's
Wait,
good.
that's the new slogan. I'm taking Great Legs full body and the wine's not bad either, and I'm scrapping that and I'm putting you shit on barefoot.
No, barefoot's pretty good and it's cheap. That's why I like it.
It gives me
But
headaches though.
It does me too.
This
but-
is low sugar too, so it doesn't give me headaches. So you got a bottle there to take
Now,
home.
where can I buy some of this?
Well, you don't have to buy shit. I will send it to you, and you don't even have to promote it if you don't want.
I'll promote it for you.
No,
Keep
you
me
don't have-
stocked up on
I
it. We're
do.
good.
I always send people wine, and I'm like, if you like it and want to share, fine. But I don't ever want to put pressure on people to be like, if I send you this, like,
Me and
No.
Chelsea will promote it.
yeah.
You don't have to worry about us.
Which is so funny. Chelsea, how it is here with you. I know you don't have a mic, but are you happy it was her and not you? Or yeah.
She shoved me into it.
Yeah. How did that? I'm sure you've talked about this a million times, but how did that go down? You were just on. You were in Nashville, weren't you?
Yeah,
Broadway. Gotcha.
it got me.
Yeah, as it does. The last time I went there, I ran into you and I lost my wallet. That's just what Broadway will get you every time. So you were just like, that's just your humor. Like,
I just say out of pocket shit all the time. Like,
That's
I really
great.
don't think before I say shit, and it just kind of comes out.
any regrets?
First 2 weeks, I was like, oh my God, why would I talk to them people? That's what I get for just running my mouth. That's exactly what I get. Now here I am.
Yeah.
I do it again.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're turning it into a whole like business model. How does it feel that people are selling your phrase on shirts and making money off of it?
I was a little upset about it at first. I was like, well, hell, they're all making money and I'm not.
Right.
But since they're doing it now, I don't care.
Really?
Have at it. I think it's funny. You get to go to the beach. All my families went off to the beach and they'll go like a little surf shop or something. They'll see all the merch in there and I'm like, that's funny.
Now, do your friends know you say Hawk-Tua? Was that like a thing that you always like joked
So
about?
it was a thing between me and my cousins.
Okay.
Like 2 of them, but we used it in like a different way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're going to Hawk-Tua and spit on that bitch. Like right in her face. Like if
Yeah.
they make you mad. But
Yeah.
I used it in a different way.
Which was hilarious. And who is this person that caught it on video? Do they just go on
Yeah.
Broadway and find drunk people and say and interview them?
Have they interviewed before?
That's their thing. They
That's-
interview drunk girls.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't be funny if they caught me on Broadway. I would just probably be like, get the away from me. I'd be like,
Well, I'm like uncultured. I don't keep up with anything going on. Like if I get on TikTok, I'm like, oh, that's funny, and then I'll get off. I had no idea they were like actual interviewers. And then I stalked them after they posted, and I was like, oh my God, they do it to other people.
but nothing has gone as viral as yours.
I took them boys off. Like,
Yeah.
they're out there now.
Yeah, no kidding. So it's funny that you say you're not cultured and you don't know, but you are really creating a brand here and you've been really smart about it. And I'm sure that includes having a good team and all of that. How have you, what was your thought process of when you were going viral? Were you like, I need to make hay while the sun shines? Or were you like, I'm going to build a business out of this?
So the first 2 weeks, me and her locked ourselves in the house and were like so embarrassed to come out because everybody in like our town, we all know each other.
Oh, I bet.
So I was like, I can't even go in the damn dollar store. That somebody be like, I seen you in that video, and I was like, oh my God, don't tell my granny.
Yeah. What does Granny think about this?
So I had to explain it to her 3 times before she understood, and she was like, oh, I get it. And I
How
was
old
like,
is Granny?
Yeah, she just turned 80 on Christmas last year, so she'll be 81 this year.
Amazing.
She's a hoot.
Yeah. I wish she was here right now.
And then I was like, okay, I told her she's good. I was like, yeah, now I gotta tell my dad. That was a really hard topic to go over because you have Granny over here on the side. Spit on it. She's like, go on, tell him. And I'm like, okay. And I'd try to talk and tell him. She'd just over here laughing in the back. I was like, please stop. You're making it worse.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good buffer. Granny
He's like, I
giggling.
already knew. And I was like, oh, go figure.
He already knew?
He already knew.
Oh my
He
gosh.
said I didn't understand it, though. I was like, it's probably a good thing you don't.
Does he now?
I think he kind of does.
Do you guys talk about it? No. I mean, you're making merch too, aren't you? Yeah.
I have merch.
You have merch.
It's being sold in Spencer's on my website. That's in my bio. And we're working on some other stuff, too.
I'm excited for you.
I'm really pushing for some pickles.
You push all the way for the pickles because if you're passionate about pickles, you start a pickle company. I always tell people you have to find something that everyone knows you love, and when you do it, it's kind of like oh, of course she did that.
Well,
That's
I figured
pickles
she
for
did
you,
that.
right?
Yeah. I love pickles.
But like, how does the brain of a 21-year-old, after saying spit on it, think of like your social media is blowing up? It's smart. So how did you do it?
I mean, I just kind of let it flow for a little while. And now I'm starting to like pick up on it a little more. I'm like, okay, well, I need to do this and this instead of just be like, whatever. Let's do this, that, and the other. I don't care.
Are you scared? Because people, the internet will turn on people on a dime. Are you scared that the world is going to ever turn on you? Or are you like...
The way I see it, if they turn on me, that's their own business. I'm not going to convince anybody I'm a good person because at the end of the day, I know that.
Right.
That's their own thing.
Yeah.
They're entitled to their own opinion, so be it.
I had a girl on who, I don't know if you saw her, but she flashed her boobs at the Oiler game.
What?
Oh, okay. You don't. Okay. So she kind of like went viral at the same time you did. And she flashed her boobs at an Oiler hockey game, which is like my favorite team. And she went viral. And now Playboy is like sponsoring her and they do brand deals together. And but I asked her about you because you guys went viral at the same time. And she was like, I just want to give her a hug and ask if she's okay.
I want to give her a hug.
Yeah, she's amazing. And she was like very concerned. So I'm like, I'm going to ask her, how is your mental health, everything going with this newfound fame?
It gets a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm pretty good most days.
I mean,
I get a little tired, but other than that, I'm good.
It's pretty draining when everybody knows who you are and you have this, all of a sudden, this responsibility and a platform to show up as this person, but you want to like prove yourself. Do you ever think you want to like, for example, I always wanted to separate myself from being in the Bachelor franchise and like do something else and like obviously be grateful for where it came from, but like build something bigger.
Get away from it.
Are you like leaning into like, I'm committed to Hawk-Tua forever, or are you wanting to separate yourself from that?
We're trying to get away from it.
You are?
We're
Okay.
definitely trying to get away from it.
Okay. So what, if you could be known for something, what would it be? Pickles?
Being a good person, I guess.
Oh, well, that's nice.
I mean, you don't have enough good people out in the world. And if you do, you don't know it.
Well, that was a sweet answer. I thought you were going to say pickles.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty dedicated to pickles, too.
I love that. And did you relaunch your social media accounts after going viral? Like how did you do that?
So, like, 6 months before that, I just, like, got rid of all of it besides Snapchat.
Yeah.
I communicate on Snapchat, so I had to keep it. I'm
Right, of
nosy.
course. Yeah, I get it.
Everything else, like TikTok, I had a burner account on TikTok, and I just stalked. Rest in peace, Joey King. Anyhow, so I'd
Wait,
like just
who is
watch
that?
videos. That was my burner account.
Oh, Joey King was your...
Joey King.
I thought you were saying it was somebody that passed. I was like, I'm sorry. Who is... Oh, so we don't have a Joey King account anymore.
Not anymore.
Different burner account?
Actually, I don't have the burner account. Now,
Yeah, I
my
don't.
friends, they got some good burner accounts.
That's what you need.
If you see the
just gotta
profile
have...
pictures, you die.
I love that because I always think I'm too afraid of karma to have a burner account. I'm scared I'm going to like do something or like say something or I don't know. And then it'll come back to me somehow.
Yeah.
It kind of freaks me out.
I've done that.
You have?
Yeah.
What, said something and then it came back or just said something and you're
I've
still
just
waiting
said
on
something.
karma?
I was like, that's funny. And I
Really?
just went on.
What is the craziest thing that besides wanting your dirty underwear, what's the craziest thing like fan interaction that you've had?
So there was this couple when we were in New York. So we stayed at, I think it was Long Island.
Yeah.
So we had a club appearance, and I can't remember the name of it. Might have been the Tavern or something like that.
Yeah.
But we had like a little roped off area, you know, and I go up to him, take pictures with him and everything else. This girl fell on me.
She fell on you.
She fell on me.
What do you mean?
She had like some little slippers on. What do you call those? They look like no-show socks, but they're shoes. You know, the
Oh.
little slippers you can wear out and wear to
Like
church.
ballet flats?
Yeah, that's what they look
Okay.
like. But she was coming up, and I think she was like hammered.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't say anything to me. Never spoke a word to me or Chelsea either one. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she just,
Oh no.
I was like, "Okay, something's the matter with her."
Oh no.
She went to come up to get a picture, and somebody stepped on the back of her shoe.
Oh no.
I feel so bad for laughing, but damn.
I mean, a
That
fall is
shit
always
was
funny.
rough. So somebody stepped on the back of her shoe and she like fell in slow motion and like smacked me. And so Chelsea's like, "Oh my God." She's over there like helping me get out from under. I'm on top of the rope right here. So I get out from under and the guard, he like comes up that's like off in there with me and he like pushes her. He's like, "Get back." So there she goes. And I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's just,
Oh Lord. Do you think she remembered?
probably not.
Do you
But
check
there's
do you check your DMs?
I do, but I get scared doing it.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, when people are
Because
asking
I already
if it
had a
reached
pecker
that-
picture in there and it scared me.
A pecker picture? No.
I was laying in the bed watching TV. I was like, "Chelsea, don't turn the phone." I
No,
was
a
like,
dick, an unsolicited dick pic.
It was sick. Like what he was saying it to, I was like, "Man,
Ew,
where'd you come
what?
up with that?
People are so sick.
Like, how are you gonna?"
Also, like, how old is he?
He looked a little older.
Not cool.
He was not.
Not that it would be cool if it was like a 22-year-old.
Yeah, but I don't know. It looked funny. It looked like he got squished in a book or something.
Ew!
I was so serious. It looks like somebody shut it in a door frame or something. It was like flat.
Oh my
You remember
God.
Chelsea?
I'm dead. She's like, I remember. I'm dead.
That right there is probably the only one I think I've got, but I might have missed it or something.
I mean, you're only 21. You can't have too many weens to compare it to.
That was sick.
You're like,
I
I
was
know,
like,
I know a
"Whoa."
smushed dick when I see it.
You ever just look at him and you're like, "I know it stinks." I was like, "Jesus, get him out of here."
You know what? I've only got one unsolicited dick pic, and I thought the same thing. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. That looks disgusting. Penises are already gross in general, and then you add one that makes you think it smells bad. I'm dead.
Sir, keep your one-eyed monster to yourself. Go home.
Yeah. Okay, if you're someone who's always chasing that next adventure, the Defender 110 is your perfect partner in crime. This iconic vehicle has been reimagined with a modern design that's both bold and refined. From its compelling and precise detailing, the Defender 110 is a head turner inside and out. But it's not just about looks. This vehicle is built for those who need capability and durability. So whether you're tackling off-road trails or navigating through harsh weather, the Defender's 110 legendary capability has got you covered. With powerful innovations like the intuitive driver display and award-winning infotainment system, you stay connected and confident no matter where your journey takes you. And if you're like me, always bringing along everything but the kitchen sink, the Defender's 110 cargo capacity has all the room you need for everything you need to pack, especially if you're driving around with the doggos. It's just got so much room. So explore more about the Defender 110 and its family, including the two-door Defender 90 and the spacious Defender 130 that seats up to 8 at LandRoverUSA.com/Defender. Okay, a fiery rivalry, a nemesis with benefits, a race to get to the bottom but stay on top. Hear best-selling romance author Lily Chu's newest Audible original Drop Dead, starring Hamilton breakout star Philippa Sue alongside versatile funny man John Cho of Star Trek and Harold and Kumar fame. Filled with huge laughs, big twists, sizzling banter throughout, Lily Chu's latest weaves together a scandalous mystery and slow burn romance to heart-pounding effect. So unravel the secrets and watch the sparks fly as fellow fearless reporters Nadine and Wes embark on a fast-paced adventure, chasing down down the truth and stumbling upon something far deeper than either could have imagined. From the queen of swoon-worthy moments herself, Lily Chu's Drop Dead is a hilarious and lust-filled must-listen. Listen now, go to Audible.CA/DropDead. So are you dating anyone?
I got Pookie.
What's that? What? They're laughing at me. Wait, let me think about this. Is that an animal? Wait, don't tell me, because you say that and I remember thinking you talked about Pookie. I
love you, Pookie, forever.
Okay, who's that?
My man.
Who?
He's related to Jesse.
He's related to you?
He's been around for a little while.
Pookie is an actual man that you're in love with.
Oh, in love. That makes me want to yarf.
Oh, that you have a crush on? Little baby
I'm not
crush?
an affectionate person, and saying that out loud makes me want to throw up.
Really? Wait,
Yeah.
why?
I'm like, ew.
Really?
I get the ick really easy.
Like people you have crushes on?
I mean, you said in love with. That makes me want to like die or something.
Why? Tell me why.
Because it just grosses me out. Like,
Why does
it's like about my feelings and stuff. I don't like that.
Oh, this makes me want to dig deep. I like immediately want to go into like therapy mode. You're not like an affectionate, lovey-dovey person. Mm-mm. No.
I don't like people touching me either. No offense to you. You gave me a hug. You're okay. I think I know where you've been. You're okay.
I just showered, but also I said it right after I hugged you. I was like, oh shoot. Like sometimes I don't like unwelcomed hugs, and I just did it to you. So
You're okay.
okay.
I don't think you're dirty or anything.
I'm not.
I'm just weird about people touching me.
Well, my personal hygiene has been questionable, but but today it's actually not. But that's interesting. I wonder where that stems from. Do you do therapy? Do you do therapy?
I probably should, but I don't.
That's okay. I mean, you're still so young. I'm just like at 21, if I got any sort of level of fame, I would be terrified because I'm not an old soul though.
It spooks you a little bit.
Yeah, it does spook you.
I'm used to like going out and eating by myself, shopping by myself. I can't do that anymore.
No.
Somebody's going to come to me and be like, are you that girl? I'm like,
No.
Nope.
Do you say no?
We have at the airport. It'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning. And they'll come up to you. They're like, are you that girl? I'm like, no.
No. Now get out of
Too
here.
early. Don't talk to me right
Get
now.
off my lawn. Oh my, I just can't imagine just the amount of attention you get from that and wanting to separate yourself and like, do bigger, cooler, better things. And I was listening to, I think KFC Barstool, whatever his name is, Barstool guy, who was talking about the amount of hate you got for like throwing out a first pitch, and people think you're just this Hawk-Tua girl, but really you had like done this whole thing around rescuing sweet dogs, and like they've had weirder people throw out first pitches,
I agree.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that level like of mean assholes? Does that affect you when you just go to do something fun and you're like raising awareness around adoptions for pets, and then people are like,
well, see, I had a good time the whole time I was there, and I
Yeah.
had no idea any of that was going on until like later on when we left.
yeah.
And I was like, well, you know what? I wasn't there for them any damn ways. I was there for the dogs. So it don't really matter to me that
I
much.
love your attitude. I really do.
It's kind of hard to process too. I'm like, whatever.
I wonder too if like 5 years down the road, you'll be like, whoa, what just happened? And because you know how when you don't process things, you bury them. And I feel like I did that a lot with like this newfound fame. I like buried it and was like, no, I'm just still Kaitlyn. I'm still small town Kaitlyn from Canada, blah, blah, blah. And then you just all of a sudden people just like, I thought it was going to be 15 minutes and I'm still here 9 years later. And
We might be soul sisters.
I would like that.
Okay.
I like pork chops and pickles.
I think we get along just great.
I think so
hey, you
too.
keep this wine up.
I will keep it flowing this whenever you need. You should see my house. I literally have a room of just bottles of this everywhere.
You should do like
whole
a
room.
wine cellar. That'd be cool and like keep it for years.
In the podcast room that I'm building, I should put, actually, I know what I'm going to do. Look how excited you just got
I am
for me.
excited.
I have, because I always make people tell me a confession on my podcast. And in my room that I'm building, the podcast room, it's going to be a glass door. And like I'm changing the closet to a glass door, and it's going to be a confessional booth in there. And you go tell your deepest, darkest secrets. But it should also be a wine cellar.
That is such a good idea. Let me know when you got that built. I have a few things I need to get off my chest.
You know what? It'll be built in December. So you and Granny for her birthday.
I'm take her out there, Granny, go in there and tell them everything you've ever done wrong.
And there's like going to be little cameras in there all set up. Okay, well, what do you need to get off your chest? Like, what's a couple things right now that come to mind? This is a safe space.
Let's see.
I can see the
Oh,
wheels
no, I can't think of it on the
spinning.
spot.
Well,
I need to sit down with a book and write it for a minute.
okay. Well, when the studio's built, you can come back and share your secrets. But I do make people confess things to me on the podcast all the time. Did anyone tell you about this? Like an embarrassing story? Something that you're like,
I did pick you a good one.
okay, I'm ready for it.
So a few years ago, Chelsea and her sister, they went to UT Southern.
Yeah.
That was that was their college they went to.
Yeah.
So we were still in high school, but her sister was going there.
Yeah.
Before she got intertwined with that going there. And we went to a little house party they were having. Was it a cheer party?
Was Pookie there? Mm-mm. Oh, okay.
No. I think Pookie was back with his ex-girlfriend at that time.
Do people
And I
know
was
who
blocked.
Pookie is? No. Okay. It's a secret. Okay. Go on.
Anyhow, so we went up in there, and it was like 8 deep up in there.
What does that mean?
There was like 8 people.
Oh. Okay.
So we went up in there, and I'm just the one, oh, you tell me you're not going to do it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
They're like, go out there and dance, have a good time. I was like, okay. Well, I was out there shimmying around in my shoes, you know. I seen this tall dude with a big mustache in the corner over here, and I was like, I'm going to drag him out here. They're like, you won't do it? I had this man by his sleeve of his shirt, and I, like, dragged him out to the dance floor, and I was, like, boogieing out in front of him, and he just stared at me.
No. You didn't dance with you?
And he looked at me, he goes, can you let go of my sleeve now? And I was like, okay. And I let go, and I was like, okay, that's enough of that.
He denied you?
He denied me.
Oh.
Bet you feel like shit now, don't you, Tad?
Yeah.
What's his name?
That's his name too, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Tad.
I bet he does. Have people like from your high school like come out of the woodworks to try and be friends again?
I've had a few,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Did you get along with everybody in high school?
there was a few I had some issues with.
And now what? Have they reached out?
I don't think I've heard from any of the ones I didn't like, I don't think.
Do you wish you did?
I kind of wish I did.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Well, you
gonna
know they
jump
know.
that ass. Oh. I'm like, now you want to be all cool and shit. I
you-
got
are
something
you a
for
fighter?
you, sister. I'm not like a lovable little bunny rabbit you pet on. I'm actually like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pitbull?
Yeah. I'm a pit bull and a cricket's body.
In a cricket's body.
Yeah.
So you're spicy.
I'm a little spicy. It don't take much to just like piss me off.
Really?
I get set off really quick.
Like for me, my rage comes out when I hear people chewing like certain noises, like it's and on the road, like bad drivers really piss me off.
Yeah, that
What is
upsets me
something
too.
that really grinds your gears?
Reading a comment. This is my here lately, reading a comment and they'll say something about Chelsea. I just want to like jump through the phone and beat their ass.
You both feel that way about each other? Oh my gosh, ride or dies.
What's another thing that just sets me off? Chelsea, you should know. What's something that really
Yeah,
just
sometimes
pisses
you got to
me
lean
off?
on your best friend for these questions.
Yeah, there is a lot that actually pisses me off.
You should start a list.
I really should.
I have an ick list in my phone. I think you'd really appreciate it.
Can't read it.
Yeah, let me just read you a few ones just to see if we're on the same page here.
I tell you what, read them to me. I'll be like, yeah.
My favorite one is takes a selfie in a pea coat.
What's a pea coat?
Thank you. That's honestly, that's all. Guys with sand on their bum from sitting at the beach.
I never would have thought about that.
Guys that send voice notes. I hate a voice note.
I hate listening to it. I don't even listen to it most of the time.
Oh, yeah, me either.
I'm like, why are you speaking right now?
Yeah, I just want to text. I'm the same way. Okay, men doing Pilates. I don't know why that's an ick for me.
Men do Pilates?
Apparently, I saw a couple. They're all very like, when people hear this, they're like, you're so shallow. And I'm like, I know.
That's okay, though. You take time to think about that stuff.
And I write them down and we share it in a girls group text and we all add our ick list. So like some of them are like a man on an elliptical is a really popular one for icks. Am I offending anyone in here? I'm like, if you do Pilates and on an elliptical, I'm
You
screwed.
don't do Pilates, Christian? He's gonna go do 'em.
What were you doing before all of this? What was your...
I was just working and going home and minding my own business.
what were you
That's
doing
it.
for work?
So I worked in a spring factory.
What's that?
You know, boing.
Oh, like an...
Yeah, like springs. Not like a water spring, but like a
like
metal
boing.
spring, you know?
A spring
I enjoyed
factory.
it.
You did?
I really didn't mind it.
What were you doing?
So I was over like the shipping mostly. I done quality when like the quality people
Yeah.
weren't there. I hated it. You had to sit in a desk all day for like
Oh,
8
yeah.
hours. I don't sit still that long.
No.
But when I was doing the shipping, I'd just pack out however many of this spring for this person. It was actually kind of amusing. Nobody bothered me all day long.
Wow, you just kind of did your own thing there.
Oh yeah, I always mind my own business.
You do. Like, where do you still live in that small town now?
Sure do. I ain't going nowhere.
You're going to stay?
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Too many people everywhere else.
What would you love to happen out of all of this?
Hey, I wouldn't mind having me a lake house.
Okay. You
A little
could.
boat or something.
Yeah.
I'd be out there minding my business, barbecue, and I'd have the time of my life.
Like, I feel you like a small circle, don't you?
Yeah, I'm real weird about that. I don't like being in big groups and stuff like that. It
That's
weirds
fair.
me out. Because I'm not going to speak. I'm going to sit there and stare at every single person. Okay, you got a freckle on your ear. You have a hair on your toe. I notice
You just
stuff
study
like that.
everyone?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like when I'm at the airport, like if somebody else nabbed me or something, I need to know like what's going on, who nabbed me, and what do they look like, little details about them.
What is your sign? When's your birthday?
March
March what?
11th.
Do you know what that sign is?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
I'm a Pisces.
Oh, Pisces.
What are you?
I'm a Gemini. Ah! What is that face for? I know, we get a bad rep.
It's mostly the men though. Gemini men scare me.
Why?
I've been traumatized by one.
Oh, Pookie?
Yeah. It wasn't Pookie.
He wouldn't do that to you. I need to know who this person is.
I'll show you a picture of
Your
one.
reactions are so interesting to me because I'm like, you do have a crush on him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. But you're not in love because that makes you uncomfortable. But you date him.
Love is a big word.
Lust?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you date him?
I would.
Yeah.
I
Would
think.
is he single? No. Well, what's the holdup? Does he want to date you?
I don't know how to act in a relationship, I don't think.
But that's kind of your
I've
charm.
had 2 boyfriends my whole life.
Well, yeah, you're 21.
I'm just out here having a good old time.
As you
I
should.
ain't pushing nothing and I ain't forcing nothing.
I see you on a lake, having a boat with a barbecue, minding your own business,
With a bottle of your
drinking
wine.
Spade and Sparrow's rosé on the boat. Yes. And I'm just like tubing in the background.
Yeah, I'll take you tubing.
Okay. Okay, apartments.com has more rental listings than anywhere else. So finding the perfect place is easier than ever, and so is finally moving in together. Just the two of you. It's a really big step, lots of new responsibilities, lots of adjustments. Most likely they'll wake you up at odd hours to go to the bathroom, and you'll most definitely find yourself in trouble coming home late for dinner. They might even unroll all of your toilet paper next time. It's just what happens when you two find a new place together. But you're not doing it because you feel like it. No, you're doing it because you love them, because they're family. And that's why apartments.com has the most pet-friendly rental listings on the internet, so that you and your furry family can find the perfect new place together. Apartments.com, the place to find a pet-friendly place. Okay, Vinos, it's time to level up your fun with Love to Play. Now imagine the thrill of Vegas right at your fingertips anytime you want. Love to Play is your ultimate online gaming destination now with 500 more exclusive slots for you to explore. So whether you're chilling at home, maybe you're on the go, sneaking in a quick little break at work, Love to Play has something exciting just for you. So dive into a world of themed slots that transport you to a magical realm, or enjoy classic games that give you that authentic Vegas vibe. But Love to Play isn't just about the games, it's also about joining a vibrant, inclusive community where you can make new friends and have a blast. With daily bonuses, fresh rewards, and big wins waiting around every corner, the fun never stops. So, are you ready to get started? Visit Love2Play, that's the number 2, play.com, and use promo code VINE to snag 50 free spins exclusively for the first 500 users making their first deposit. So don't miss out, tell your friends and family, and get in on the action today. The adventure and excitement await at Love2Play, where you can find excitement in every day. What was it like adjusting to everything? Like, you go from working at a spring factory. Did you have to quit?
Yeah, a few weeks later after it happened, I was like, all right, peace.
Yeah, deuces, I can make more money on Instagram.
Yeah, they were talking about doing travel, and I was like, well, I don't have like any days I could take. I was like, well, hate to do it to you. Love it here, but see y'all.
Yeah. So, and then adjusting to like, so now what does a day-to-day look like for you? Different every day?
It's really different just about every day.
Yeah.
There's something different every day. I don't think I've done something 2 times that's been the same.
Really? Do you like that?
It's nice.
Yeah.
Every day is not the same.
Yeah.
Now, before all this, my days were just alike. Like, I go to work, I come home, take a nap, wake up, watch TV, go back to sleep. Every day is the same.
Something so simple and happy about that kind of life, though.
It was so much like enjoyable, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It was very enjoyable.
Some people could not enjoy that, and then other people are like born to live that way. But now the nice thing is you could probably have both.
I try.
Yeah.
I still like my peace of mind in my bedroom by myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's nice.
Do you have roommates?
Granny.
You live with your granny still. I'm obsessed.
Of course I live with my granny.
Do you want to stay there?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to. I'm not going nowhere.
I love this.
Me and her get along so good.
How fun.
It's like just the 2 girls, you know?
Yeah. So you grew up with her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We love Granny.
Oh, that's so nice. Is she spicy too?
She's got a mouse on her. Oh, she's got a
Really?
mouse on her. That's where I get it from. You
Well,
ought to hear
yeah.
when the telemarketers call. It's rough. The whole house shakes. She's like, quit calling me. It's so bad.
I love that. Like, you live in a house with your granny. You still have a landline. This is so, like, amazing.
She loves her landline.
Because what are you considered? Gen Z?
I think so.
Yeah. So Gen Z living with a boomer with a landline. That's amazing. They really do need to make a TV show on this. Would you ever do like a reality TV show?
I might.
What one would you want it about yourself, or would you want to go on one?
That's a hard question.
Well, I'm just here to asking the tough stuff, you know?
Have you ever seen Chopped?
Yeah.
I want to go on Chopped.
Okay.
I think that'd be so much fun.
Would you ever do Dancing with the Stars?
Have you seen me dance?
No? I've heard you sing though.
It's just about like the singing.
Yeah, but that's what's good about Dancing with the Stars. I was on it. I'm obsessed with the show. And my favorite thing to do is watch people go from being really bad and actually like see improvement. People love that.
You think you can teach me how to dance?
Yeah.
How long did you do that for?
Which, dancing or Dancing with the Stars?
Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, I won, so I was there the full time.
You won? Okay, so you're the shit. Okay, so I need you as a coach is what I'm hearing.
I would totally help you. I'm shocked that they didn't ask you to go on this season. Shocked.
Who tried to get us? Was it America's Got Talent? American Idol. Yeah, they're trying to do that for a funny joke. They know I can't sing.
Oh, that's dirty.
That is dirty.
They were just trying to get you to go out there and look silly.
I go up there and
To
break
get
all the
ratings.
glasses.
Yeah, but again, I feel like you'd lean into that and you'd make it funny. But I'm shocked because they usually get like some sort of internet sensation. And I feel like you've built this following and it's a voting show. And you would bring in such a new audience into that show. I'm shocked they didn't ask you.
That'd be so funny.
So if they asked you, would you do it? Even if you're like, I can't dance, trust me, it's hard,
If they
but
teach
it's so
me how
fun.
to dance, hell yeah,
They
I'd do
would.
It. I'd be like, let's do that.
Yes.
That's something different.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked.
I want to learn how to tango.
Well, I'm going to message the casting director right after we leave here and ask what the hell. Wait, what am I talking about? I was just with Rob Mills, who's the head of ABC and Hulu, and he has a say in who. I should have said you. Okay, so you do Chopped, you do Dancing with the Stars. Would you ever have a reality show about your life?
Maybe.
Did you?
I don't know. I'm weird about people getting into like my personal life like that.
It
I'm
is
not an open
tricky,
book
but
like that.
you could like have creative control and be some sort of producer on your own show and like call the shots when they're in your space, when they're not.
All right, get the out of my house.
Yeah, I picture you with like a piece of wheat in your mouth on the rocking chair on the like front porch.
My overalls. All
Yeah,
right,
yelling at people. I think that would be amazing. And obviously Granny would be involved. I'm already obsessed with Granny. I don't even know what she looks like, but you're using your platform also, which I love, to support amazing causes, again, like animal shelters and anti-bullying. Tell me why that's important to you.
Well, nobody pays enough attention to it.
Yeah.
Like, you see all these billionaires out here. They have enough money to wipe their ass with if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Why not do something with it to somebody or something, like an animal that needs it and does
Yeah.
not have a chance to like have anything, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I do it. Because
love
nobody
that.
else is giving them a chance.
Do you have animals?
I have a dog and a horse.
You have a horse? What's your horse's name?
Remy Jane.
That's my dream.
She bites men.
She bites men?
She does not like men.
Like her even more.
See?
That's funny. She doesn't like men.
She's vicious.
Really?
Yeah, she don't.
Do you
she don't
ride
like
her?
men. She's not necessarily broke, but she's really gentle.
Oh.
She's more like a yard ornament.
Really?
She's like a pet.
Wait, I love that. That is my dream to have. I want horses and dogs.
You can just stare at them.
land.
You ain't got to do nothing with them. Just feed them, stare at them.
But don't they like mirror you and read your soul? Like, are they ever? That is why. That is why your horse doesn't like men, because it doesn't feel like it can be loving.
To men,
Yeah.
she's on to something.
That's
she is on to
horse
something.
therapy. They mirror you. That's
Maybe you got a point. My
It's-
dog acts just like me.
really
She's real odd.
what kind of dog?
She's a miniature blue heeler.
Oh, cute.
She's real quirky.
I love a quirky dog. I have 2 golden retrievers, and today I almost fought a girl on the street. She was passing me with her dog and her little girl, and her dog like jumped out like excited, like as did mine. They both were jumping, trying to like play, but they're on leashes, so we're both holding them back. And her daughter goes, "Doggies," and the mom goes, "Yeah, not nice doggies." I'm like, they're golden retrievers, and they were excited to see your dog. What the hell? And I wanted to fight her, and I'm scared for if I ever have
You
children.
need to put a brick in your purse.
Ooh.
and just like take it out and pop her on the head.
Yeah.
If you ever have something like that ever happen again,
Totally legal. Bop a girl on the head with a brick.
just turn around and run off. They won't find you.
Oh my God, I love it. Okay.
A rolling pin.
I have questions from listeners for you. What is something that, two things. What's something that people think about you that isn't true? Like a misunderstanding?
The industry plant thing. They think I'm sent from like the government. I was like, what?
No, they don't. People think you're an industry plant?
It's like all in the comments. Like, I think pigeons are from the government.
You do?
I do. Have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
No.
Exactly.
Wait, I never thought about that.
And I got to read it and I was like, no, what is that? They had to explain to me what that meant. And I was like, I'm not from the government. They didn't send me.
What other conspiracy theories do you got?
I think we live in a goldfish bowl.
You do?
You know how we look at goldfishes?
Yeah.
Like while they're in its bowl?
Yeah.
I think like there's something outside of space that they haven't explored and it looks at us like we're goldfishes.
I could see that. There's so many things that happen in life where I'm like, why are we all not freaking out about this?
There's so many things to freak about if you like just sit there and pay attention to them.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, wait, what was my other question was, what's something that we don't know about you yet? Because you've been sharing everything, a little bit about how you grew up, a little bit about your job before, what you want to do. What's something we don't know about you?
I'm damn good at driving a forklift.
Are you?
I am.
That doesn't shock me.
No, a car.
Car, not so much. Forklift, all
Pretty
day
good
long.
At forklift. They trained me at my last job for that.
Really?
It was fun.
Oh my gosh, that does sound fun. Somebody wants to know, I want to know, what was the thing with Young Gravy?
Dude, if you would have got that and read it the way I did, he was talking about my mans and I was like, is he hitting me a date? Like, I don't get that. Me and him are good, though.
Oh, you're good now.
Oh, yeah.
So what, he DM'd you
Yeah.
and said, didn't he post it or something?
So what really got me confused, he texted me, he's like, all good, queen, nothing but love over here. I was like, oh, yeah, same for you. Might have to get you out on the podcast whenever we get it going, you know? And I was like, yeah, me and him's good. She sent me a TikTok last night and said Young Gravy. But I seen it like 5 minutes before and I was like, whatever. But I never paid any attention to it. She sent it to me and I clicked on it and I was like, oh, so we got beef now.
Did you say something back to him?
I should have.
You just ignored it?
I was like, eh.
I kind of like that move even more. That's so funny. Yeah, I kind of sort of know him randomly. And so I follow him on Instagram and I saw something happening and I was like, oh my God, I'm seeing her tomorrow. I got to ask about this.
Yeah. He said, yeah, it's all love, queen. Let me know if you want to come to a show. I said, man, same here. I said, I had to bring you out of my podcast when I get it started up. He said, say less, girl. Does it sound like we got a problem?
And then
I
he
mean,
posted a TikTok?
Yeah, like I wouldn't see it. And I was like,
It's about you.
well, hell, all right.
And then nothing. You just didn't say anything back after that.
I want to like screenshot and be like, what the hell is this, gravy?
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't.
Eh.
Not very
It's not worth
spicy
a
of you.
reaction.
That's okay. I like that. Somebody wanted to know your business plan. Like if you're on a business meeting with your team, are you guys talking about like just what's next for you? Like how to do it? You said you're going to start a podcast? Mm-hmm. Amazing. Do you have a name and everything for it?
I'm not going to tell you the name.
You don't have to. You don't have to tell me, but you have a name?
I have a name.
Does it have anything to do with Hawk-Tua? What? You're like, I want to get away from it, but I'm naming my podcast Hawk-Tua.
I feel like it needs to be this because like that's what it come from.
Okay.
That's how all this is happening from that. So I was like, all right, one last time.
It's going to be like spitting something. That's
Spitting
good.
something.
Spitting something. Like talking, spitting, you know?
We should have come to her for a name. I bet you could have got clever with it.
That's my favorite thing to do is come up with names of like either companies or podcasts or like something for people. I love it.
We had a few good ones. But this one was our
When
favorite.
do you get to launch it? Like when do we get to know?
September.
Okay, amazing.
I don't even know.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout. If this could all rewind and happen again, you would do it again. You wouldn't.
Sometimes I miss my little peaceful life. Other times I'm like, okay, well, this happened for a reason, so I need to accept it. I'd do it again.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're allowed to be hesitant about that answer because it's a
got
lot.
its pros and cons.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that you want to stay in your little small town with Granny just is very humble of you. I love a
It's
humble.
nice. I can
humble
go in there and
queen.
shut the door and can't nobody see me. There's no cameras, nothing. Nobody bothering me.
I saw something when you first got on social media. You said something about paparazzi like waiting outside of your house. Is that true?
Dude, I was freaked out. I was like, why is there cars over there?
They're taking photos of you at your house?
Yeah.
That feels like
There
trespassing.
was one I had escorted out of my neighbor's yard. So the weird thing, I was like, why haven't my neighbors come out and got them out of their yard? They're like pulled off to the side of the road, and my neighbors are like freaks about their yard.
Yeah.
They're like older couple.
Yeah.
They're like maybe in their 90s, but I've known them since I was a little bitty. But they pick up any kind of stick, nuts, anything that falls out of a tree out of their yard. There's nothing in their yard. They sit there all day on their little buckets, like with their gator, and just pick up anything out of their yard.
Really?
Crazy about it. And then they had a fit one time because we like rode horses like on the side of the road through there. So I was like, why haven't they come out of there and got them to move their car?
Yeah.
They weren't home. They were pulling in as the cops were going over there to make them people leave. He was watching me with binoculars.
That is
I
so
come out the
creepy.
door going to leave, and I was like, what is that?
He had binoculars?
Binoculars. Now, I know all the cops like around my town because like I worked in a gas station for 3 years and I was real close with them. And so I was like, Gerald, help!
What is the coolest thing that you've done with this newfound fame?
There's been so many cool things.
Like being on stage with Zach Bryan's pretty cool.
That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm obsessed with him.
Let's see. I think DJing with Shaq.
Was what?
DJing with Shaq.
Oh, that's cool.
That is a big ass man.
Yeah, he's
I love
massive.
him, though.
He seems like such a little sweetie. I mean, a huge
is.
sweetie.
He's like a little teddy bear. I
Yeah.
won't say little. He's like a teddy bear.
Yeah, he
He's
is,
gonna
right?
pinch his cheeks.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
You guys were DJing together. Where?
John Bon Jovi's.
Oh, wow.
It was fun.
Do you have a financial planner?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to be so smart about your money right
Don't
now.
worry. No, that's one thing I told them from the get-go. I was like, I'm scared of taxes. Y'all got to do something.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Get a financial advisor, a planner, an accountant. Get
I
all your
got it.
ducks in
Don't
a row
worry.
because you'll get that lake house. You will.
I'm determined to.
Yeah, you will. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about while you have the hot mic that people don't know that you're like, I need to say this?
This is some good shit. Go buy it from this woman right now.
Yes. Using that for a clip.
I love it.
I just want to like, you know, when you just want to protect people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to. Not that you need protecting, like you've got this, but I do really care like about protecting you. I feel
Thank
like
you.
because you are an old soul, and I feel like you're very true to who you are, which I love. It's my favorite quality in a human. Self-aware, true to yourself, and you want to stay that way, and I think you will.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. She,
Yeah.
she might be my new favorite person.
I
You buttered me up.
I lubed you up with the spade and
Hell
Spanish
yeah,
wine.
you did.
No, but I really appreciate you coming here and coming
thank
on
you
the
for having
podcast.
me.
What other have you done? Other podcast, like a lot of other podcasts.
I've done a few other ones. I've done Whitney Cummings.
Oh yeah, and she FaceTimed Matt Rife with
I fell out in the floor. That's this Saturday.
what?
Matt Rife, that's this Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
You get to see him? What are you doing?
I'm probably going to be laid out on the damn floor.
Are you going to one of his shows? Mm-hmm. Is it in Nashville? Mm-hmm. At the Ryman?
I think it's sold out, isn't it? Yeah, it's sold out.
Oh, of course it is. It's Matt Rife. He also was on my podcast, and I was going through a breakup at the time, and I was just like gazing into his eyes.
He's beautiful, isn't he?
He's ridiculous.
He's going to turn me to stone.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
Man.
What if Matt Rife was like, I want to be with you, but you need to be more loving?
He's going to be like, let me hold your hand. Don't touch me.
Yeah, what if he wanted to hold your hand? What if he wanted to cuddle?
I'd probably fall out in the damn floor and he'd just have to cuddle with me unconscious.
That's amazing. He's like your biggest crush, yeah? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's hilarious and beautiful.
Well, I like Mark Wahlberg, but when he was younger.
Mark Wahlberg back in the day, yes.
Did you ever watch that movie with him in it?
The
Fear?
Oh, Fear, yeah.
That
The
is such
roller
a good
coaster.
damn
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, yeah. Reese Witherspoon.
That's where I fell in love with him.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that movie. I can't handle the dog part, though.
That killed me.
Wait, okay, Matt Rife, you're going this Saturday, and you get to like go backstage.
Yeah,
and
what do
hang
you
with
wear
him.
to that?
Ooh, okay, I can help you with that.
I need some help.
You wear his
A burlap
merch.
sack. Oh.
Yeah, stay away from me. Wear his merch, like an oversized Matt Rife shirt
They sell those there?
and like a backwards hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch his eye. Don't worry. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with her?
Well, I think you already caught his eye when you guys were FaceTiming. He was like, "Oh, I'm better now." I was like, "Ah."
Dude, I was bright red. I was about to fall out on the floor.
I was for you. I was like, "Oh my god, I wish he
I was
flirted
like,
with
hell
me
yeah.
like
He
that."
didn't answer. We're good. We're good to go. He called back. I said, oh, shit.
Oh my
wasn't
gosh,
ready.
Whitney Cummings is amazing. I really like her.
Oh, we love Whitney.
Yeah, she's also like a beautiful, hilarious.
She's really wholesome.
Is she really?
She is. She's a really wholesome person.
Oh, that's not. She literally she's coming on my podcast, and my podcast producer was like, "Do you want to go on Whitney's podcast?" And I was like, "Yes." And then she was like, "Oh, she wants you to text her. Here's her number." And I was like,
Oh, you're going to get a kick out of her. She's a damn hoot.
"Oh, I love that.
You
I just
will.
like
You will
funny
like her.
people."
You and her in a room together is going to be like absolutely hysterical.
You think so?
I think it's going to be hysterical.
Wait, you think I'm funny?
I think you're funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even on my A game today.
Damn.
Wait till you get a couple glasses of that in me. Well, thank you so much. Again, I won't take up any more of your time, but have fun with Matt Rife. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, which is I would do a lot. I would do a lot, so you can do whatever. And good luck with Pookie.
Well, thank you.
Where can people find your website, your merch, your everything to know what's coming out for you and when your podcast comes out?
So you can go to my Instagram bio. It's HAY_Welch, and then you can click the link in it and get the merch there, or you can go in Spencer's store.
Spencer's store. That is amazing. How cool.
It's crazy to think about.
I'm Kaitlyn Bristowe. Your session is now ending. And if I'm being honest, I wouldn't mind a rating and review.